Alright, we're gonna make a small screen. Well, not so small, but a screen for the new window we installed. It doesn't come with the screen itself, so we're gonna make our own. Okay, screen goes, if you can see here, you can kind of see the indentation where it goes. So it fits straight down here, pull it in, and it has about an inch, half an inch all the way across on each side, half an inch. On top, also about half an inch up. The bottom is the only part that has like an eighth or less than a fourth of an inch where it actually sits. Okay, so what you do is you want to measure from here to here. Okay, this one is about 42 and almost 42 and a half, about. And remember, you want to leave a little bit of gap. You don't want to make it the exact size, because if you make it the exact size, it's going to fall out. You have to add about a 1/4 inch on each side. Not more than a 1/4, because you're going to have to slide it in and then put the other side in and then adjust it. So you can't add the whole half inch that it has on each side. It'd be very difficult to put it in there. So I bought 3 of these rods. They're cheap, about $2-3. I forgot how much they are. You buy the actual netting. They sell vinyl, polyester, fiberglass. Actually, this one I think is fiberglass. And they sell different colors also: charcoal, brown, gray, aluminum. And you also need some 1/4 diameter, or depending what size you have. So not 1/4, it's 0.14 diameter. This should be enough to go all the way around. And most important, you need little clips. So you see how this screen frames, right? So as long as you cut it to size here, you slide the frame in, you slide the other frame on the other side, here and here, and you got yourself a nice square frame. First thing is making the frame, and then we'll cut this out also to size, and I'll show you how to trim this also. Alright, so you're going to need one of these rollers also to roll in. See how it has a little edge in it? And then something to cut. Okay? Alright, so I just cut it to size. And actually, I didn't even measure it. I measured not the actual numbers, but I just put the clip on the end. I put it in here as far as it'll go, and then I drew a little line. Crap. I put it in there as far as it'll go, then I put a little line here where it would line up exactly. So I put the line obviously right there, right there. So I cut it and see if it fits in there. Now it'll fit in there kind of snug. So it has a wiggle room left and right for you to be able to put it in and out, but it's pretty snug in there. Okay, and I got lucky enough that I only needed one of these. If you measure these, they're almost exactly. I just had this little bitty piece that I cut off the very end, just with the little saw. So I won't need two of those. Okay, so now we got to measure where it goes up and down on it. So let's take this guy off. I'm going to put him on one of these, and I'll show you what I did here. So we're going to place him on the bottom here, and it kind of tells, you can kind of see where I need to cut. Right now I have to leave enough space. Oh man, it's not going to be able to do it. The problem is I'm hitting up there. Okay, see, so I put the bottom in just to measure it, and here's the top. Right, this here can kind of tell us where it needs to be, and I'm gonna make it right there, just a little bit higher than. See how it would sit flat in there? So then you mark it right there. right there. You're gonna make a little mark on aluminum frame and cut. Alright, so see, we snapped them all into size. See how it leaves a little bitty square right there? Let's put this here. It leaves a little bitty edge right there, so the rubber filler, it's called the spline. The spline can go right around it, and it helps hold it together. Okay, I got all 4 sides in. We're gonna see how well it fits. Alright, let's try putting the top in first. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There it goes. It fits nice. See, it moves a little bit out, but it's not going to fall out unless you really pick it up. See that? See how much little bitty space I have left? And the height also. You see the height here. Pull this out. Oh well, look, it fell apart. You can see how it goes. You don't have to glue this together or anything. Once you put the screen in there, it holds it in tight. But that's the actual size that we're using. Alright, so you want to size the actual mesh a little bigger. Cut it here. So I forgot to include scissors or some kind of a cutting utensil. Here it is. Something to cut it with. And then the little rubber piece, also you want to kind of size that all the way around so you don't have to worry about this whole wad of stuff here. So it's sized, and I kind of got this sized also. You take a roller and you kind of push it in between a little ridge and edge, and then roll it in. So you kind of, okay, see right there how it kind of rolls in. Hold on. Just keep rolling. Try to keep it flat, straight, but if it's a little wavy, it don't matter. It's because it's going to stretch once you do the rest of the sides, it'll stretch out. Okay, one side's rolled. You might want to take a screwdriver and kind of push it in here right in the edge. And the next side is rolled. And you find that you kind of keep, if you keep this straight and hold it down while you roll up and down, it makes it nice and smooth. Okay, so the last section, all the other 3 sections have been done. You have a little bit of space. It got to be a little bit too close on this side, but it's okay. As long as you kind of set it straight. You can see how much extra I did. It's fine, it'll get cut afterwards. Alright. And then on the very edges I was able to push it down with a flathead screwdriver. Just carefully push it in all the way around. Okay. So the very last section's already all pushed in. You want to just cut. Boom. And then we'll push this in here. Just like that. That's it. You got a nice screen. You can even see it. Wow. There it goes. Now, obviously it's a little too big, right? So you want to cut it. Now, don't cut on the outside. On the inside, I mean. You want to cut on the outside. And you can leave a little bit of space. And just go down with the razor, cutting all the excess off. So actually holding the razor this way and holding the film with the other hand. And just pulling it up and sliding it down cuts it very nice and smooth. Alright, that's it. Wait. That's that. And you want to put the rubber side in just so it doesn't show, and then it'll fit perfect. Ooh, top first. Top side first. Play with it a little bit, but once wedge one side in with the other side in a little bit. I could have left it a little bit longer. That's it. You got a screen.